This is how... What? We're back. Hello. Hi. Do 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 do. Turn that F into an F5, please. That's a good one. Let's type that out. Turn that F into an F5, please. Should have peed while we were down. It's not an F, it's an F5. Very good. +2. Wow, now there's 3,250 people. Oh, we can duplicate viewers right now. What's going on? What's going on? Anyway, it seems like everyone's back. Let us continue. Let's pretend there is a mirror at the end of the hallway and that right now we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement.
Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again?
He didn't say door, did he? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening.
It's just like last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one. For all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror. For all we know, she's going to jump out at us, and there's nothing we can do to stop her.
There's no faces in the windows this time.
Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you. Certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
Approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
Step.
Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now.
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Why are you so... Is it recalcitrant? To fucking accept that there's a fucking mirror there? Reluctant? I just fucked up a whole entire word, didn't I? Writer, by the way. Wipe the mirror clean.
I hate that I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Well, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Hopelessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Oh, you did?
Shit. Where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then it, she, the princess, constricts.
Wait, she's the room.
Your bones snap.
The princess is coming from inside the house.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. So even our feet are dragon-y.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us.
And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it.
Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt.
Then turn off the part of you that feels things.
Oh,
Oh, like it's that easy? It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain. Except that pain hurts. Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition.
Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad?
You need to explain to yourself why it isn't.
look, we're even now. You killed me, and then I killed you. Water under the bridge, right? Yeah, you know what? That's a good answer, yeah.
I think you forgot something. Like the part where all this started when you left me to languish in a pit all by myself. Now I've become something so much worse. And it's all thanks to you.
How big is she?
If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You've lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger.
Can we slay her again? Struggle. Okay, fine, just do it. I never want to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a victim in all this too, you know. Wouldn't possessing me against my will make you no better than me? You don't have to be evil. You don't have to do this. Do you need to take my body? Can't I just open the door for you?
You locked me in a basement and then you killed me. Oh, we're past the point of compromise. I'm taking your body, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
Pelvic. Oh, this is pelvic. Where's Tate?
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine? Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk. It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort.
True.
I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon enough. Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
Is our foot fixed?
So cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body and boss it around like this. We were gonna let you out of here. That's the whole reason we marched all the way back up to the cabin. Were we? I was.
Yeah, I was too, yeah.
What reason were those supposed to be? Nobody should be able to be judge, jury, and executioner.
You know what? We're gonna come back next loop, and this time we're gonna let her out, but this time for the right reasons.
I can grasp the shape of everything you think is feel. You think you are numb, but you are hopeless and paranoid. You are afraid of me. And I don't feel regret, even the reason
We weren't always like this. We are.
Oh, shit. We weren't always like this. Oh, that was the whole thing. Okay.
We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
You would dare move now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
Leave the cabin, throw your body into the abyss. Okay, I was gonna leave, but now she's being all difficult about it. Yeah, screw you.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I won't let you do that.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. We're putting in everything we have. You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us. You're thinking too much about your body. It's just a body.
Yes, it's just a body now. But I can do so many terrible things to you.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one we all go. 1, 2, 3.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
We did it! We actually did it!
Yes, we've really shown them all, haven't we? I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now?
What do you mean what happens now? You wanted that.
Yeah, what do you mean?
I want to know what he thinks happens.
She's so pissed off.
I don't think you're going to find that out.
Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
You should pay better attention to your head. You left. Gone. It's just you and you and you and me. Idiot.
Terminal velocity ceases and you feel something, a mass, a growth, torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening?
Okay, we going from pond to lake now? But you don't answer her before she's gone. You feel resistance underneath your feet, and once more,
She's
memory
gone.
returns.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Explore. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's just going to be. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. You've been here before, and you always get scared. Oh, am I? Wait, am I talking to the hero?
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's calling us. And not in a good way. You don't need to comfort them.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We trust you. Can we trust you? Whatever makes you happy.
Approach the mirror. Gaunter? You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone again. Gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Oh, it's different this time. You've withered. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. It looks like a fire, huh? Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
That's where we stabbed her, right?
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Now that I got a better look, I would like to rescind my wouldn't from earlier in the poll. The more I see the princess on this path, the more I find myself revoking my earlier criticism of her. How can you stand to be such a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. It's pretty true.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
You know that once the end... Oh, that's to kill you. Do you know what happens when we leave... What happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you will do when we finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Do you still not care what I bring you next? How many more vessels? Let's do these two.
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Yeah, it's going so well. How many more vessels do I need?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay, so what is she now? She was a pawn last time. Oh! Okay, we always choose I'm ready to go back. What if I just destroy my body? You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be. Typo, your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your
There's
face.
nowhere for you to be but here.
Oh, we can't do that. So I'm guessing we can't attack the entity either. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, nothing
My
happens.
roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we doing now? Oh, thanks for telling me what to do. Silently continue to the cabin. I kind of want to kill her and then take the knife out and see what happens. And I also want to see if we can actually leave and see. But more than any of that, I want to pee. So I'm going to go. I'll be back soon. But before I go, thank you to Fitzemi for the resub. Thank you, Mix W Ski for the resub. Thank you again, Fitzemi. Thank you, Saltshaker8 for the resub. Sad Anime Man for the resub. Java Man Jojo for the resub. And Tummy Fluff also for the resub. Thank you very much. Be right back. Remind me the vote and nominations. Oh yeah, while I'm gone, if you're not going to be gone for the break, let me type it. 2023 awards. That's all I have to do, right? Whoop. Okay, so there you go. So click on the link, and you can nominate things for the show that we're going to do at the end of the year. Voting begins at the end of the month when we play Valhalla. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Finn is feeling much better. Happy about that. Leading returns to this game later to see more of it might be cool depending on how far we get, how far we don't get in this one stream. Yes and no. On the one hand, yeah, I like to be thorough, but on the other hand, this type of game, it would be nice to leave some of it unexplored for people to find out if they play it themselves. And it might be, and I do mean might, it might be tedious to hunt down all the extra little bits and routes that you miss. We've already cut ourselves off permanently from a route, it seems like. So I don't know if we would have to reload that and do all the rest of them afterwards. I have no idea. Alright, so let's silent. Okay, I want to see if we can actually leave. Do some of the routes branch near the end? Like when we were doing the smitten and she was happy with us, is there a way to just leave with her? Instead of being like, hey, what do you want? No, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I wonder if that can continue somehow. How did we get to that route? We stopped the narrator from killing her by resisting, and then she stabbed us, and then we came back, and then we spoke to her. That's how we did that one, right? It said if there's nothing worthwhile to get, then it doesn't let you choose it anymore. So let's see if we can even stab her and take the knife out of her and see what happens with that one.
You make your way.
Take the blade, enter the basement, continue down the stairs.
You're still listening.
Still
to
your
reason.
nerves and step forward. Slay the princess. Of course it is. She's dead. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to.
That's bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Sorry, I was gone a bit longer than you. Did you specifically ask chat to answer you? Because otherwise I have a lot of chat's time. Don't time that out. It's fine, especially if there's a lot of them. When I ask those questions I don't want to answer, I just don't look at chat. It's fine. Do we want to police chat at that level so it doesn't spoil people who are here reading chat? I don't know. Maybe we have bad chat etiquette there for that. I don't know. I didn't look at chat after I asked that question.
Psst. Hey. We're not
Okay,
just gonna
so
stay
this
here
time we're
forever,
gonna kill
right?
ourselves, right? Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
We really
Okay, maybe I'm not happy.
good.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely
so
correct.
The reason I'm skipping through
Using
this
the
is
blade
because
to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
this is the first path that we saw when we first started playing. So if you weren't here for the beginning of the stream, sorry, but we're skipping through it because we're trying to find different routes. You better rebar up this. I'm pretty upset if we die. Let's do this.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Really? We just stayed in that room even though there was a whole other room down here?
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
I thought we were biology. Why didn't we die?
The end. Nice knowing you.
Oh, she's gonna be really mad. Uh-oh! Alright. She's...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Oh wait, that one's always here. Okay, sorry, Mila's very upset downstairs.
That's fine.
Cold!
It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth. Why should I listen to you?
Those are two very different questions.
Let's. Right,
if you're
same
back
thing again.
here... Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too.
Lamayo.
Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, it doesn't matter because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
I'm in.
Just stay focused, will you?
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
If anything, the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round.
He's hearing me.
Yes. Maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end. But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all. You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here. And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise. Well, that's exactly what we're afraid of. Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
Last time around, I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
Because if you don't, it's not true. Okay. He's gonna say people.
People.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind.
Turning around and leaving never does anything. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Wait, why is it letting me do that?
She will lie. She won't be a problem.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table.
Same line about the mirror.
There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
Okay, I'm not checking the mirror again. Wait, but it's not grayed out. Why is it not grayed out?
I care less about that and more about whether I'm not lying to you. You walk up to the wall next to this really... You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. It was there a second and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Okay. This whole cabin is different from last
Very
time.
different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. You haven't died. You certainly haven't already slain the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Let's take the blade, because why
You
not?
take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Into the basement. Ghost princess?
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Perception check.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Wait, what? Why didn't she stay dead on the other ones, then? Is it because we stayed around long enough that she rotted? She's in a different position.
Okay. She's definitely dead. It's
It's
just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
Oh, she's cute!
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Ghost!
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Okay, best voice so far.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
So, how is she going to horribly murder us?
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
With what, a ghost knife? Wait and see how things play out. Let's wait.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that, and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. I'm sorry. Is there any way I can make it up to you? The people who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. I like that one.
Nobody tricked you. And the fact that the princess's spirit has risen from the dead should be more than enough evidence that she isn't exactly sweet and innocent. It's all been an act. She's pretending. I wouldn't say she's ever pretended to be sweet or innocent. She does have a little bit of an attitude, but I can't blame her. We did kill her after all. I wouldn't be nice to my murderer if I was killed. The fact that you apparently botched the landing isn't on the me you're talking to, nor is it on any other version of me that you've encountered.
Oh, so you do know there's other versions of you.
You're using a lot of words to say a lot of nothing.
Oh, you know what? I think cold might be my favorite. Cold is maybe cold then paranoid. Cold is so good.
The enemy of my enemy.
The princess circles you again, her icy fingertips trailing up your spine, sending shivers rippling across your flesh.
So you think I'm an enemy?
I don't want enemies. I don't want to fight. I just want to go home.
Is that really so much to ask?
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? Oh my, there's so many options. After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape. I guess I should tell you why I was sent to kill you. You were going to end the world. I was told you were going to end the world. Okay, clearly slaying you isn't going to work. What do you want? If you can go through walls, can't you just leave on your own? Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts. If you're dead, then there isn't really much for me to do, is there? I guess I'll get going. Leave her in the basement. Slay the princess. No, I want to go. Let's let her out. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? What? Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Okay, we can never do them all. Okay, clearly slaying isn't going to work. What do you want?
I want what you took from me. A life. A real life. I just want to go home. Away back to where I belong. This place won't let me leave. At least not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything would be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. That'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
Yes.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Oh, there it is.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely, yes.
Is she asking if she can possess us?
I'm in.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
What do you mean? She responded to Hero earlier.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
I didn't like how things played out when I listened to you either, bud. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control? Would this would just be temporary, right? You'll leave once we're out of the cabin? What if I say no? Before I get anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world. Sounds great. Let the princess possess you. All right. This would be temporary, right?
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
You promise?
Don't much like the sound of that. It's crowded enough in here as is.
There's always room for one more.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body. That is a very dangerous train of thought.
Yeah, let's do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Chapter 3. Let's go slay the princess. This time featuring the princess as part of the crew. Calling all the lies out that the other princess says. What, you're here to kill me? Don't trust her. I know all of her tricks.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Narrator, your hero collapsed.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Oh, you can hear it! Oh, that's cool. And we get to see the other side of the basement, finally.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
I love Cold so much.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass. I'm
Oh, the mirror.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
a voice? I'm me, is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Are you?
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
This is pretty cool. I like this.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
Oh.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
Everybody.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Explore. Slay the princess? I can't think straight. There's too much noise.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time, and everything will be fine.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her. One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do.
Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
Oh, will it be the end of this world?
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is,
He
it's
just doesn't.
outside of the world.
He doesn't want the game to end, and if you let the princess out, then that's it.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
Okay, Yusuke.
Against the backdrop of the inane
Cold
conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Oh, is the narrator being tsundere?
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able.
Okay. The narrator does not resent the rest of us that are in here?
It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Are we in the void again?
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
Leah.
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
I'm out. You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, killer.
Don't mention it.
And then she killed us.
I think this was where I'm meant to be.
You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. We didn't do this one last time.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you.
Ho ho!
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
The call out! Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Oh, super withered. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Have we ever gotten here without killing her? Yes. The one that loved us and wanted us to be happy. Yes, that's the only one. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Had that thought as well, yeah. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
I feel like we're building a waifu.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
We do this often here. Do you know what's going to happen when you awake?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does, but I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. Oh. He does. Going to have answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Oh, she's so wise. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
An ocean. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
This is the last stage for your completion, then I'm not going back here. I'm just going to stay here. What?
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
Okay. Please don't stop the game again. Wait. There is no waiting forever. Yeah, there is no waiting forever. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
In my ghost suit. Everything goes dark and you die. Okay, so what's a good one that we could do for the last one? Is there another path not killing her?
You're on a path in the woods.
Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the
Okay, what if I don't take the knife? What if I go down, I don't take the knife, and I try and free her again? I don't want to kill her. Is there any way I can make sure I don't kill her? Not taking the knife is probably a surefire way to not kill her. Let's do that.
The door to the basement.
I'm here to save you. Yeah, let's go. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Uh-oh.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot right.
I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for some of this to happen forever.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Hold on. Let's talk a bit first. I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Okay. If there's any key, do you have any ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying. If not, so at least finding some brick 3. Okay, is she gonna eat her arm again?
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement.
Okay, so we saw this before. So there's something new here too. Try the door. Okay, return to the bottom stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you...
There we go. Save the princess.
Fine.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
Well, I don't want to kill her! Okay, sorry.
Okay, there's no going back now.
God damn it!
With you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
Together.
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
If I think it, you will.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
We didn't kill her. The witch. Alright, I'm in. You know what? Maybe we stumbled into a good path
You're
here.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Is a witch.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Guess since the deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here? Wait, did we get her?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Okay, who's here with us?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Is Cold here because we died?
Brilliant. We
Oh.
need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Opportunist.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Nah, he's lying. He can't
Did
hear
I
us.
say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Yeah, let's proceed to the cabin. Alright, let's go.
A warning before you go any
Yeah,
further.
she's gonna lie,
She
blah,
will
blah, blah, blah,
lie.
yep.
She will cheat. Don't
Okay.
worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, let's go approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next... What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Okay, what's Opportunist gonna say about
Reach
the mirror?
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Oh,
I hope
nothing.
you know how ridiculous you
Alright,
look.
I am not taking the blade.
No blade. I hope you know what you're getting us into.
No blade.
It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
Definitely.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Okay, are you ever not going to say that, or something like it?
Her voice skitters up from below.
Oh no, she's a spider.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
A witch spider? I'm not nasty. Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Yeah.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
That too, that's part of it.
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss.
Honestly, that is a more accurate title, though. What to do with the princess, yep.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room.
Here I thought we were gonna have a... Okay.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
I thought she was the witch.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Are you... voice of sarcasm? What are you?
Is it all behind us?
Is it?
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
Yeah, let's chat her up a bit.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you've made mistakes. I get the sense that you're not... I'm a bit of an empath, and I'm getting the sense that you're not happy with me. Just empath things. I'm unarmed. That's a gesture of goodwill. So why don't we talk it out? Look, I know. Things got messy last time. But I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. Can't you get out of those chains on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here? I don't trust you, not enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving. Bye. Leave her in the basement. Alright, so, do we want to lead with mistakes were made? Or do we want to lead with I don't have a knife? And she's probably going to be like, yeah, but there's probably one behind you or something. Look, I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
Hey, who killed who?
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Okay, I will. I get the sense you're not happy with me. So, we're at an impasse. Neither of us are going to get anywhere if we can't trust each other, unless you want to fight, but I don't want to fight. Where's the one about I don't have a weapon? Is that still there? Let's do this one.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it.
Oh, instead of mutual destruction.
Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
I get the sense you're not happy with me. Can't you get out of the chains on your own? Yeah. I didn't bring my blade down, remember? How am I supposed to get you out of those chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
What do you need then?
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh, okay.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
I get the sense you're not happy with me. Okay, let's leave. Leave with the princess.
Yes, let's.
Let's go.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
Why? We're the ones who attacked her last time.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here.
Yeah.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together. Doesn't mean we have to trust her.
Yes, we do.
Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
Yeah, exactly.
We're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted.
What do you mean?
I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Explore. You first. Nah, step on the stairs.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put on a show. Enjoy.
That's exactly what I'm worried about.
Dude, strut, strut, strut. I'm going up these stairs hips first. Here we go.
You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you.
Maybe her name is Slay, and the title is missing a comma.
Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself. But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach.
This is taking a while.
Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
Oh shit.
You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? Why did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight.
Oh, but no!
Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realise that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several.
Alright, let's just go again.
You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back. We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that?
Lol, said the princess. Lamayo.
It's what I would have done.
No!
Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
Okay, is she gonna take care of us?
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
I can't get up. You broke my back. What the hell was that for? I was trying to help you out of here. We were never going up those stairs, were we? We could have gotten out of here if we just trusted each other.
Why would I ever trust you? Your hands have spilled my blood. And knowing that, you should never have trusted me either. You should have known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you.
The lonesome...
By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back. And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us. And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first. Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
Oh, shit!
She's as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
How the turntables have turned! Well, I guess we're gonna have a long talk and bond, and when we go through another cycle, we'll be besties.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Is that really what's going to happen now? Hello? Are you still there?
He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Oh, this was a success. Well, actually, I don't really know if I'm judging success right in this game, but okay. But you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. You need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in the shadow just beyond the reflection. Bird? Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Ooh. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image of the glass in two. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. Who are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away and stop asking questions? Oh, there's a lot here. I want to say, I have so many questions for you.
Then ask them, and make it quick. I won't last for long now that you can see me.
Ooh, God. What are you? Are you someone like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Does it hurt when pieces you break off like that? So we can only ask a certain amount of questions, it looks like, because the shards are going. What is this place? Where are we? What is the princess? Did you make her too? Let's do that one.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Why would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation? Do you have anything to say for yourself for all of this hubris? After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? Do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to live in a world without her? So you're the narrator. I was wondering if we'd ever get to see you. Others like you. You've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different? Does it hurt when pieces break off? Oh man. Oh, there's so much stuff. The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them? Yeah.
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Why would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation? That seems like a good one to ask.
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
Everything has to die, bro. If I destroy her, how is that in existence any better than death, or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse. Let's do that one.
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Is anything? Is it though? This question keeps me up at night. I think about this a lot. And honestly, I don't know the answer. If I destroy her, won't I be alone? You're delusional. Do you have anything to say? Okay, these do not seem good. After everything you've done, what would you like to live in a world without her? So you're the narrator. Others like you. Does it hurt when pieces break off? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Yeah, that one.
We've already crossed the point of no return.
Okay, wasted question.
There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
What's one near the bottom? Maybe there's one down there that's good. Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times. Why would you want to rid the world of death? You've called this... Yeah, that's a good one. What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Could we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone? Of all things, why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread? That's a good one.
Are you asking me to spend my final moments psychoanalyzing you?
Oh, it was me!
She wound up a princess because you wanted her to be a princess. As to why...
Maybe you just like princesses.
Maybe she needed to be beautiful, important, above you, but on a level you could still approach. A herald of things to come. I don't know. Gods are supposed to be beyond comprehension. I really shouldn't try and anthropomorphize you like this.
Also, I'm a god now. Oh, this is going so well. Why would you want to rid the world of death?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
Okay. That seems like to just run out of questions. Just fast forward. Who cares about dying? I'm pretty sure death is good, actually. Important, even. What if neither... I wouldn't say it's good. You've called this place a construct. What is it supposed to do? Let's do that
It
one.
was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Uh-oh. Alright. Last question. Death of the author, run out of questions. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Oh, why so evil? Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her. Lie. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all this. Say nothing and watch him end. I mean, he was kind of a dick.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. Bring the witch to her. Achievement. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. So we're two sides of the same entity. Okay. That makes sense, actually. Got that kind of feeling before.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means. I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and then patiently waits for you to continue. Did you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Yep.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions, and I need answers before I can make a choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. I don't think it does. I just think it ends eventually. But maybe I'm misreading what's happening in the story right now. My read on what's happening in the story right now is that basically we're God and we're having an existential midlife, mid-God crisis, or we're at the end of a reality and we're starting a new one. And basically we're asking ourselves a question: is death really an essential part of existence. And we've kind of spun this whole entire thing to figure that out if we want to continue with it or not. That's how I'm like viewing this. So I don't think she's destroying everything. When he says everyone will die, I think he left out, you know, a very important word, which is eventually. Everyone's gonna die if you let her out. Oh, eventually, of natural causes, because you know she's death. You know, like that's what I think is going on. But maybe I'm not reading the story properly. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. Slay the princess. I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point. Slay the princess. There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. If you were to always to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led me to this moment? Where's the one? Don't you get have a say in this? What do you want to do?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
With so many stories left unfinished, can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions. I need answers before I can make a choice. Is she just gonna say no?
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach. And you cannot rationalize that which defies logic.
Okay, yeah, so that was a no. In 24 words.
But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it. A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves.
Is this when our backs are broken and now we're seeing it from her perspective?
But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
Chat, how does the VN have a boss battle? If there are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there's no difference between growth and decay. I have already come so far. What more is there left for me to see? With time, we could have been better. I won't engage with violence. Remain silent. I don't agree with this, but it sounds like the best one. With time, we could have been better.
And there is always time.
Then let's be better.
A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers, cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they do not return it.
This was the possession?
I offer you a path to your redemption, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
But with redemption, there can be no sin. Sacrifice everything for you again. I won't engage with violence. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you now. I just don't know how. Stop the fight early and surrender. What? I like that one.
And without contrast, there can be nothing at all.
Is it getting too loud? Do you want me to turn it down a bit?
Flesh is so beautiful. I can show you the flesh wishes to strand the spirit. With violence you stranded me. And with violence I sought to twist your flesh back into mine.
Okay, there we go. Is it better now?
Forced between choosing your death and forfeiting your body, you chose agency. But agency requires action, and action requires endless tapestry of events. In your final moments, would you remove action itself from reality?
Would? Can you say with certainty what shape a world without you will take? I don't want that world to come to pass. You didn't give me much choice. I won't engage with violence. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. Okay. You really didn't give us much choice, actually, yeah. I like the first one again.
I know what I am, but I do not know what I am not. If a world without me is so unknown, then how can you be so sure you want to create it?
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once. You learn to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to rise above me.
You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
If you haven't snatched that body away, we would have killed each other. We were self-destructive. It felt so good to finally win, even if it was going to cost me my life. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle meaning. I won't engage with violence. I get it. There's no need. Remain silent. Again, the first one.
Were we self-destructive? Or did the beauty of our dance reach beyond the shadow of death? It was lethality that made us what we were. Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go?
But you'd love to watch me leave.
Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me. You sought the truth then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp?
I have no desire to hide, but the truth can be made better. If destroying you is what that takes, so be it. I don't want to hide from the truth. I won't engage with violence. I get it. Okay. One of these two. Let's go with the first one again.
I am so deeply woven into the threads of this reality that I cannot imagine it without me. Perhaps there is a better world to build. But you cannot know until you see it. Are you so sure in your blind optimism that you would shatter all of creation? You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Explore. It's easy to believe in things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to leave, but how... I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I never want to fight you, but how do we leave? All right, now we're back here again. Slay the princess, slay the princess. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing my... My dude, what is your perspective? If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Okay, so it's two halves of a god that together are a couple, and they're remaking the universe, and they're just deciding what this next universe is going to be like. So it is kind of like, and they can't decide, and it's gone on for too long, so it's kind of like the god equivalent of a couple trying to decide what to order for dinner. Okay, alright, I get it now. Alright, well, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. Alright, I'm ready to leave. Okay, but what do you want? You know what? I can't order what you want, but I'm not gonna let you go hungry. We'll both get each of our own foods. You've done everything you can to make me understand what you want to have for dinner tonight, but you keep dismissing what I want. If you think you can convince me to get something that you want, you have to listen to what I want to eat for dinner tonight. Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? Oh, shit, we just go.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Does this sound okay still, by the way? Free yourself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Take her hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
Grass is growing, nature is healing, streams are gone. There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. 1 second, chat. Alright, sorry, bad moment for that, but apparently Mila is in trouble, so you might hear some tantruming going on. Alright, sorry, there are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. Explore, what happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you always have been, and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. There are no endings, only new beginnings. Slay the princess. Here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by pressing H. I have it recorded. We'll listen to the OST in a certain order, or what? Okay, that was pretty cool. All right, so that went places I didn't think it was going to go. I kind of feel like my read on what was happening is actually true, right? It feels like it's definitely like a godlike entity that is two pieces, yin and yang, that sort of thing. And they're basically having a debate. Maybe it's even one entity that split itself into two pieces, and they're basically having this debate through this system, Slay the Princess style, of deciding what the next universe they're making is going to be like, right? It feels like it fits. I don't think it fits with everything, but that's definitely what it feels like. And at the end, it's like you are the god that has more authority than the other one, I guess, or whatever the part that has more authority, and you are deciding if death is going to be a part of the next universe, I guess. I don't know. I would like to see the other ending to see. Maybe it can go in different places. Maybe that's not the only way it can go at the end, but that's how it feels to me right now. You forgot the role that the crow played. Well, isn't the crow kind of like a mediator or something that is arguing for or representing an argument that that the dispute was on your side? And she didn't have her own though. I don't know. The crow supposedly started the whole mess. Well, what if the crow is just like an intrusive god thought that came in and was like, you know what, maybe we could do it better. There's a lot of suffering in our universes, honey. Don't you think that we could possibly have a universe without that level of suffering? And then that caused like a schism between the two within the god, and that's what this was all about. Do we want the death or not? I don't know. I feel like that fits with a lot of what was going on there. The debate at the end. The debate at the end seemed very much, what's a universe without death? The narrator seemed mortal, but it could have been God's perspective on what a mortal would feel. How is the mortal there for each one then? Is it a time rewind? I don't know. Possibly. It could just be... Oh, does that change anything? Whether it's a mortal or whether it's something that came from within the godlike entity, does that matter? The effect is still the same, right? It still led to the same result. That doesn't change the read on what's happening. Just why it started. He was immortal in one of his replies. He would say that. What even is mortal though in this sense? Because it felt like we were in a nonsense land. Maybe the thought itself is fleeting, and it's that entity that was created within the god complex is mortal. Where's the first ending you got at the beginning of the playthrough fit into all of this? Yeah, that's true too. Maybe that's a universe without a god. No death, but no god. You're just stuck there forever, and you don't... It got to run without any interference or anything like that? What about the voices? What are they? The different aspects of the argument and the different parts of the entity that are bringing different thoughts to the table. That's what I think. I feel like the whole experience is trying to make something that is inherently intangible tangible. So there's going to be a lot of, and I like that a lot about it. So there's going to be a lot of things that are like, how does that work? A lot of metaphor, a lot of this represents something else sort of thing. I wonder if there's anything there too about the princess represents death, and you're trying to slay her. You're trying to kill death. So you're trying to give death a death. Well, you can't give death a death without death. So therefore you can't kill her. Because for her to die, she needs to be there to like lock the death in. And if she's not there, then death doesn't exist. Therefore, You know what I mean? That's kind of weird. Will you check the other endings? They're all very short. We're almost at time. Is there a route that someone would like me to see? And can I go new game and see it? Or do I have to go load game and do it? Does that make you the god of death then too? Kind of. In most thoughts of the two biggest gods, well, no, I can't say that. It changes. But usually the duality of the gods is something to do that humans look at is the one that brings creation, the one that brings destruction, which arguably is just because we just live on a planet that has that has a day and night cycle. So we just see duality everywhere. The sun and the moon, day and night, that sort of thing. I would say that a lot of how we view reality has a lot to do with our environment. So that would be the two aspects of this like higher being. Maybe God is the wrong kind of one. Descriptor. Check the pin, please, Joe. Important Jet Say related announcement. We have enabled people to edit their nominations up until the end of the nomination period. Okay, cool. Reviews if you want to read them. Okay, do we want to read reviews or do we want to read or do we want to do someone said Thorn Root? I can fix her. I don't know, man. I like this. I feel like chat is a little more down on it than I am. There are some big fans in the chat though, so maybe I haven't been reading the chat much throughout this time, so maybe there's a little bit of conflict there. But I really like this. I feel like some people in chat are down on it more than I am, but maybe there's some mega fans here, and it's gotten a little obnoxious. I don't know. I'd have to read chat back, and let's be real, I'm not going to do that. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I fully understand it, but I feel like my interpretation of how I'm looking at the ending, it feels like a lot of it fits. So I like my interpretation. So I don't know. Paul, I think you're reading bad messages. Maybe. Yeah, it seems like most people are positive. Okay. Okay, I'm not really seeing too many interesting reviews as I scroll through here. Kasoro is on here. Is that the real Kasoro? That looks like it's the same one. Hey, Kasoro. Slay the Princess is a good mystery VN. I've enjoyed most of my way through it. My first impression is trying to be Stanley Parable too hard, and I'm very glad to say this impression did not last. The game reveals its own identity fairly quickly, and has a lot of neat details that allowed the player to roughly guess the shape of things before they're revealed in the final act's exposition dump, mandatory for all mystery VNs. The prose is surprisingly good. Reading Slay the Princess still didn't feel like reading a book, but it didn't feel like reading a comic book either, which is extremely rare for video games. Sadly, the ending didn't land for me, and I don't entirely understand the decision to force the ending as early as the game does it. Did the author feel the concept wears thin this quickly? I gotta say, I do feel like some of the repetition was wearing thin with me, and I wonder if they should have allowed you to skip further to some things. Sometimes it wouldn't let you skip, and it was something we had seen before, but you couldn't skip it because there was a new voice along with you that would add something to it. So I think maybe the format could have been cleaned up a little bit, that you get back into the cabin faster. I don't know. Is it meant to facilitate multiple playthroughs? Is it so most people who play this game have slightly different experiences from one another? I really did like. So this is me. I really did like that all the entities that you built into her all came back, and you saw something from their perspective. That was cool. I liked that a lot. Anyway, I will never know, but I would really rather see all of the game has to offer, as it is pretty good quality, pretty good quality of life features for it within a single playthrough. The themes are the ending brings up didn't resonate with me as much, and while, like I said, a lot of details felt well integrated into the rest of the game in a way that allows the player to guess at what's going on, the mechanics of the interactions first and foremost, a lot of it felt tacked on as a mandatory explanation to allow the concept of the game to exist, everything to do with the narrator as an example. The art is stunningly good, and the game utilizes it to the utmost degree. I love the art style, I love the pencil wiggles, I love the parallax effect as you move the mouse around. I really didn't like the princess's VA for most of the game, except for some of the post-chapter 2 scenes, but the male VA did a really good job. Really, I thought both of them did a really good job, especially considering the amount of work it must have taken. I recommend this game to anyone who enjoys a mystery VN or generally unconventional experiences rare games have to offer. And that was 4 out of 5, I think, from Kusoro. What is this site? I feel like I've seen this site before. Who's Kusaro? Kusaro is someone who is on Jad's. They made the intro music that we use sometimes. If you ever heard me play music during fan art, they made that music. They're also a mod on Jad's. Been around for a while. Is this a game? Yes, this is a game, I think, yeah. It's not a game. Is it? Feels kind of gamey. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a game. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. Who did I say thank you to last time? Was it Javelman Jojo? I think it was. Did I say thank you to Tummy Fluff? I'm not sure. Thank you, Tummy Fluff. Thank you, Ali Larsum. Definitely didn't say thank you to Ali Larsum for the resub. Thank you again, Tummy Fluff. Thank you, Slowly FG for the new sub. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Doubt Degree for the resub. Awesome Mees for the resub. Dr. Ender Pavel 12 for the resub. Congrats, Joe. You finally ordered the salad. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Endo Velicus Flare for the resub as well. And do you like this? Who is your favorite princess? The ones you saw? I think probably the Ghost. I like the Ghost. The Ghost is pretty good. All right. Do you want me to do? Okay. What am I doing for Thorn? Guide me through it. So I load. What am I loading? Load what? Or am I just going new game? New game. Which autosave? Which one? I don't think there is a which autosave. Why is it lagging as I move the mouse around? Get to which again, take knife, give knife. Okay, so we do that by going new game, right? And we silently continue the cabin. And we don't take the knife, right? Which was the one where we stabbed her after letting her out. Okay.
Good. I
Okay, so what are we doing? Save the princess? Slay the princess? We save, and then we fight, and then we slay,
Okay.
right? Okay, now we go to the cabin, and we take the knife. Let's save it. Quick save. All right, so we take the knife. Take knife, give her the knife. Okay,
You
we
take the
knife.
blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling...
Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognize...
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses.
Huh.
Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it.
Okay, did I just get tricked to going back to the Catgirl version?
All this is it all behind? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
Oh, thank you for the bits, Zerovault. That's a lot of bits. 2,048 bits. Thank you so much. Have a productive break. I really will. Thank you, Zerovault.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things...
Okay, I'm sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? Don't worry, the blade isn't for you, or not for killing you. We've got to get you out somehow, right? I get the sense you're not happy with me. Look, I know things got messy last time. Get out of the chains. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this gesture of my goodwill. Give her the blade.
You can't be serious.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no.
As do I. I, abstain?
What? You me?
You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't a democracy. Good thing this isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
And then she stabs herself.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
You hear a clanging of metal against the dirt floor, and the chains fall from the princess's wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart. It's a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now. Luckily for us, you're not her.
Oh, we sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it count.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
I think this is the part when you stab me. That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regret it, so now it's your time to choose. It's time to choose. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better than this. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. You're like someone I know. You're probably going to kill me. Remain silent. Alright, so chat said you're beautiful.
She pulls back, clearly caught off guard by whatever nonsense you just said to her. I thought it was nice.
Whether it's nice depends on if we meant it. We didn't mean it. Did we?
If you were lying, we'd all know. But unfortunately, you weren't lying.
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
It's not.
The look of surprise that momentarily softened her features vanishes as she steels her nerves. And then she buries the blade in your heart.
Lamayo.
What? No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Thorn.
You're on a path in the woods. I told you
Oh,
not
shit.
to give her the blade. I told you.
I can't believe she actually stabbed us. I love the bickering. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against it.
Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument. Oh, you're far from being on the right side of anything. You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future. Ho-ho, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more. Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy.
We turned
By
her on.
mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper. I like journeys. Travelling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to? Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love. She hates us. Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death. There might just be a kernel of affection in that angry, angry heart. As ridiculous as this guy is, maybe he has a point. I don't know if I necessarily buy into his whole love journey thing, but maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change, so maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right? It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom.
Whisking.
Oh, are you now? Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once.
Shut up,
Twice,
narrator.
Sure.
Twice.
Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
This place is different. It keeps changing. We're going to free her. We're even now. I'm sure she understands that. Can I mess this up now, Chad, or no? We're even now. We're even.
Yes. Good. Playing both sides. That's what smart people do, and you're the smartest in the room. I'm not sure it counts as playing both sides if people can hear you doing it. Buddy, you're thinking in far too few dimensions. There's layers to doing this right, and I'm pretty sure the one making the choices gets that. Trust in the plan. Trust in what plan? The Decider's plan. Sure, we don't know what the plan is yet, but that's part of the whole trusting thing, isn't it? The good leader knows how and when to keep things secret, and sometimes a good leader even knows to keep things secret from himself.
Well, all the time.
There isn't a plan, and that's the whole point. We're supposed to be guided by emotion. We're supposed to passionately live in the moment, and I'm sure that when the time comes, those passions will tell us to set our darling princess free. If I were you, I'd remember what she's done. You know how dangerous she is. And you should know that someone like her shouldn't be let loose upon the world.
You sure seem to be taking the whole looping thing in stride.
What do you want me to say? It's bad that you've been here before. It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. You've already failed twice. So you knew this could happen. Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it. I don't care about where we came from, and I don't care to discuss the theory of anything. I yearn only to bring her freedom. I'm here to feel, not to think. Then we can all move on, and forget what I said about failure. It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world, at least. Sounds like you've probably doomed a couple of others already.
Have we though? You know what? Let's move on and see what she looks
I need
like.
to stop
Come on.
talking.
Let's go.
Think happy thoughts.
Princess, princess, princess.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know if I'd say everyone.
Is she turned into a plant girl?
You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. You know what you have to do.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned-out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her.
Already am, bud.
Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work. If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We have already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers. Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely, so yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side.
How do we even get down there? The only thing I see is that mirror.
Yeah, why didn't you mention the mirror? I didn't mention a mirror because there isn't a mirror. But he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
Why can't he see the mirror? Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a bunch of things here that I don't understand. Or maybe you're not meant to understand them. Maybe they're just there. He just can't see the mirror. To add to the mystery of the mirror, maybe.
Either way, I say we take a look. It feels like it's been forever since we've actually seen ourselves. For all we know, our feathers are all out of place. And that's why we haven't yet won her heart. We must put our best face forward.
How'd you like the game so far? Well, we beat it. We didn't see all the routes, though. I quite like it. I enjoy it quite a bit.
Yeah, we can't go around looking disheveled. A real go-getter takes care of his appearance. So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror? I promise you there isn't a mirror, and there isn't a door to the basement. The entrance is more of a burned-out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room. Do you really not see it?
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror, and behold our handsome features. You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you? That can't be good. As if things weren't unpredictable enough.
Finally, some belief.
Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us. You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below.
Get ready, chat.
The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you.
It's looking good for wood.
Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease. At least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I?
You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I want to figure out a way out of here for good. I don't know what I want. I never really chose to come here. I want to free you. I mean it. I really just want to talk. Really talk. Proceed down the stairs. I never really chose to come here.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Proceed down the stairs.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles.
That doesn't look...
Space thick with hostile vegetation.
That doesn't look fun at all. Oh, God.
At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
Yeah, I'm here to laugh. What did you think would happen after you killed me? Did you think I wouldn't hold it against you? I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you if you'll let me. I can cut you free, but you'll have to give me the blade. Reach for the blade. You're in a prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. If you still want to wallow in it, be my guest. Turn and leave. I guess I don't have anything left to say to you. Turn and leave. Fine, if you're going to be like that, I'm going to leave. Have a nice life. Turn and leave. Alright, I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you if you'll let me.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together. Is there nothing I can say? That's probably it, right? Yeah, for sure, the first one. For no reason, let's quick save. For no reason.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Just once?
Her eyes dart
You did
away
it
from
twice
yours
back.
for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
There we go. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind? Can I take the blade now? Reach for the blade. You're in a prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. Alright. I think the first one. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind? Can I take the blade now? Probably one of those two.
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right. There's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our devotion, our kindness.
Then maybe it's time for either of us to say anything. All that counts is action. Reach for the blade. Alright, so we have to reach for the blade. Let's do that one.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms. She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter? Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. Like we're special to her. We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings. Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
I see that the lines have been drawn.
It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
I just wanted my blade back. You're on your own. Nah, cut her free.
Yes. What a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
Yeah, let's get cracking.
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion.
That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her.
And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys.
You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart.
I do it.
You're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip.
You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
I
The
mean,
princess
he
falls
made us
into
attack
your
her earlier.
arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
Can we get the thorny vines off of her? This looks painful.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
Okay.
Can we actually do that? No, you can't. Absolutely not.
I'm doing it.
You know as well as I do that we can.
And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment, now would we? If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge.
Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss?
You lean in and you kiss her. And she reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that. Ugh, fine.
You and the princess lock eyes and stare deep into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion. Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection.
Please.
I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now. He's making fun of us.
Did you get the kiss the princess while she's covered in thorn vines ending? The kiss the princess while she's covered in thorn vine endings is fucking my favorite.
Doesn't matter either way because this is good stuff.
I'm aware of my skills.
6.5 hours. Oh my god.
But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever. You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
Well, let it burn.
That was nice.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
What? And then she pulls us down the stairs and we break our backs together again.
Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Cut into the thorns, step into the thorns. Alright, let's step into the thorns and they're just gonna part. For no reason, let's quick save.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving. We'll weave something new together. Something better. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
For some reason, I don't trust it.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now?
Whatever we want.
Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
You don't have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away. I saw something in her
She's
place.
Where did she go?
Alright, so that's the thorn ending. I don't
try
think we
and
need to go
find her?
through with the other one, right? Oh, do we want to see what the mound version looks like? I think that's what it is. The narrator is gone.
Does
Something
that
well
we're
ended.
top of the pecking order now? Right, boys? A villain vanquished. I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see.
What?
What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt.
You said this already.
If they think it's bad.
Voices feel small distance as you approach. This is the first ending that we've seen, right? Because this was a new game. Proceed to the cabin. Yeah, there we are. What does she look like? I want to see what she looked like here. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay. So I think that's it. I don't know if we want to read reviews for this one. I skimmed through it, and I don't know if there's going to be much there. It's interesting. I don't know. You tried destroying. Yeah, we tried attacking her. You can't do it. It won't let you do it. Thank you to Archon Zach for the resub. Zach, do you hear that? Thank you very much for the resub, Archon Zach. So that's it. Yeah, I like this. I don't know if I fully understand it. I find myself saying that a lot when it comes to the more, I want to say abstract again, experiences that we play on stream. I think that how I interpreting this, not everything fits, but maybe not everything is ever gonna fit. Maybe not. How'd you like the writing generally? I liked it well enough, yeah. I do think that it's not using the medium as well as it could. However, that's pretty rare. I feel like there is a bit too much repetition when it comes to getting into the different cycles, and holding skip to skip through it all is not the best answer. However, I do understand that it would be a logistical nightmare in order to have all the different options be in any order, and it somehow changes what you're going to see based on what you've already done. And skipping is the cleanest and easiest way to do it, and it wouldn't be that big of a gain to put so much work to clean it up, but at the same time it does bring the experience down a little bit, the repetition at the beginning. Was I actually... Oh, I don't want to ask that, because if I ask that, then someone who played the game might be spoiled for it. Well, we're at the end. If you don't want to hear this, okay, let me... I'll ask on Jads. Anyway, so before I go, just a reminder again that we are doing the event at the end of the year. Are you sure you want to quit? Yes. Alt F4. Let me see if I can bring the page back up again. I can't. I closed it. Never mind. So someone will type in the command. If you want to, it's right there already. So there's the forms there. If you want to nominate something for the, let me bring it up. What am I doing? Let me bring it up. What is Jads? That's your question. What is Jads? What is Jads? What is Jads? Window capture. It's that one, right? Hopefully it's that one. Yeah, there we go. So, if you didn't miss it at the beginning of the stream, we are doing a end of the year event. If you want to go to this page right now, you can see the link in chat, and you can also join Discord, and you can see it there. People will be talking about it, and you can go through and you can read the categories, and you can nominate whatever you want for these awards. So on the 27th, we're going to be back. We're going to be streaming Valhalla, but we're also going to be starting the voting on that day. And you can vote for the nominees that get determined from this list that we're doing right now. So it's a 3-stage event. Stage 1 is right now, where we're in the nomination phase. Stage 2 is when we're in the voting phase to vote what wins of the nominees. And remember, just because it's a very prestigious award show, guys. So even if you think that something is, there's no way anything is not going to beat out that, just getting nominated is quite the honor. Okay, just getting something on the nomination board in that top 5, 6, or whatever the number is going to be, it's a huge honor just to get nominated. Okay, so yeah, and so that'll be the voting in November 27th, and then at the end of the year on the 29th, we are going to be doing the show itself, and we will go through and announce all of the winners. There's going to be some giveaways, there'll be some riffing with chat. Try and make it a fun time. How will you protect against another Bill Clinton moment? Anyway, so I think that's it for me. I don't think there's anything else that I need to do. No stream for 27th. No, the next stream is on November 27th. I have a lot of witchering to do, so that's that. You will hear from me a bit before then, though, just not on stream. And I will see you then. There's nothing else for me to do, right? Anything you used to do? I enjoyed Slay the Princess. It was pretty good. You can catch me around on Discord. I'll be there now and then, but I'm not going to be talking much on there because I have too much to do. You forgot to say your real name. Do you want me to say my real name right now? Do you want me to end this with the bit where I cut it off right before I say my real name? Anyway, so I'll see you on the 27th. Have a good rest of your month, chat. Jelly, hold on. Jelly stop, right? Jelly stop? Yeah, Jelly rated us. Okay, so we're going to rate Jelly at the end. Okay, never mind. See you later.